All right. So let's look at our first job interview question. Tell me about yourself. Now, this is usually in the beginning of the interview, maybe even the very first question of the interview. And what you want to do is give a combination of personal and professional information to give the interviewer an idea of who you are. One common mistake that people make sometimes is to spend too much time summarizing their resume. So instead of that, you want to try to give something extra, something they might not find on your resume. Okay. One good format for answering this question is the elevator speech. So an elevator speech is usually when you want to pitch a product to a customer. The idea is that you walk into an elevator and you have like 2 minutes to try to sell some kind of product to this potential customer. Now, we don't have a product, we have you. So you're going to try to sell yourself to the company. And the first step is to talk about your background. So basically, just give a summary of your work experience, any education or certifications you have. Keep it brief in general. Don't spend too much time on it because, like we said, they've already read your resume, so you don't need to go into too much detail here. Then you'll move on to talk about your specialty. This is what you know most about. For example, if you work in IT, maybe your specialty is front-end development. In general, you want to try to connect your specialty to the position you're applying for, as close up as possible. The third step is to talk about what you'll look like in the company. You want to try to paint a picture for the interviewer of your work style, your personality. Sometimes people have difficulty answering this part. You can think about what your coworkers or your colleagues, how would they describe you? For example, are you a leader? Are you a team player? And then the last part is personal information. So assuming you didn't spend too much time talking about the other parts, you can talk about some hobby or personal interest that you have. In general, you can try to relate it to the position you're applying for. So for example, you can say, I love video games, and that's why I got into IT. But it's not necessary to relate it. You can give some genuine interest or hobby that you're into, and who knows, the interviewer might also like that, and you can have something in common, build a connection with them. So let's put it all together now and look at an example. I have a BA in accounting from Toronto University. I have over 5 years of experience working in finance. I specialize in performing audits for large and small businesses. I have a collaborative work style, and I think the best way to get the job done is when the whole team contributes. About me as a person, as I said, I'm a team player, and I love to play sports like soccer and volleyball. Okay, so let's break it down. The first part, we have the background information, education, a BA in accounting, 5 years of experience in finance. And then for the specialty, in this case, it's audits. And what you look like in the company. So you have a collaborative work style. And then the personal information, soccer and volleyball, not really related to accounting, but like I said earlier, that's okay. You can say anything that you're genuinely interested in too, and hopefully you can build this connection and show some of your personality to the interviewer. Okay, so now try to think about how you would answer this question, going part by part, your background, your specialty, what you look like in the company, and some personal information. Think about how you would answer each of those sections. And next, we're going to look at some vocabulary.